Welcome back to the second of a short series of videos showing some building work I'm doing on my G-scale garden railway. Last time I lifted about 12 metres of double track, the old wooden trackbed, and cut out sections of the steel edgings. The views here show the tidy state of the area prior to me getting stuck back in again this weekend. Here goes part 2. The white rope shows the proposed new alignment of the outside edge of the trackbed. There is the 200mm gap between the new alignment and the side of the path. This is the feature I wanted to include as part of the revised plans for this section of the layout. The little bush has to go though. After a deep dig around, it was easily lifted out along with a good clump of root and soil. I replanted it in a better location in the garden and hope it survives, as I like the evergreen nature of it and it's well behaved as it doesn't grow too madly. The next bit to deal with are the stones and blocks along the old alignment. They all need shifting, so the first thing to do is dig them up. I trimmed back the plants here to cater for the trackbed in its new location. I won't waste them as they'll get relocated later today. With the ground cleared, the space is ready for an alignment check of the old steelwork in its new location. Although it's a bit rusty, it'll be fine. It just forms the sides for the concrete. I will need to jiggle the alignment further so it lines up with the new bridge location. Switching the angle grinder disc to my diamond stone cutting disc, I cut back some of the concrete benching on the edging stones around the grass. The position of the stones are fine, but it's just that there was some concrete in the way on the back of the stones. I then adjusted the steelwork a little. A couple of the cross members needed removing and the length of the sides cut back. Once that was done, I dragged out my old arc welder and tacked some pieces back in. I use G-clamps where sections are needed to be removable for later adjustment. Most of this soil is quite good, so to save it from being buried under the trackbed, I removed a layer off the top. I have lots of rubble and hardcore, which will go in as a base layer ready for the concrete top surface. Although the alignment is easy to adjust, the gradient and height of the trackbed surface is much more difficult to regulate. I have two fixed reference points, these being the station area around where the step is from the patio to the grass and the embankment side on the other side of the path. In between, I'm keen to keep the trackbed as low as possible, but to maintain an easy and steady gradient. I have worked out that using my long spirit level, a regular half bubble of slope up from the station will keep the trackbed at a gradient my trains will cope with. I usually bag up spare soil so it doesn't get in the way while I'm working. It's easy to tip back out where it's needed later on. So far I've not troubled too much with the final position of the steelwork, as I need to deal with the other side of the path as well, and that's next. Laying out 2 new long steels, I'm now able to line up through the sections of the track bed. The G-clamps and stones will keep these in place for the time being. The pipe is a 32mm flexi cable duct which I put in years ago to take the linking cables around the bridge. I need to lift the track and old wooden track bed from the embankment side of the path next, so I can adjust the alignment of this section to line up with the new bridge location. To shift the track sideways a little, I cut a few sections of the steel edging out and remove some of the cross ties. Once that noisy work was over, the doggy supervisor came out to check on progress. I got a thumbs up for my work, or maybe a waggy tail. The cat didn't want to miss out on the action either. The steels will stay in place for the time being, even though they are across the path and will be in the way a little bit. I have left some yellow tape on the top to highlight them. Next time, when I'm sure the steel work is in the right place, I will add some wooden shuttering to form the bridge abutments and then begin pouring concrete. After that, I'll construct the removable bridge. So that's about it for today. I have several more weekends worth of work to do on this section of the railway, so please hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on seeing the next episode. If you have any questions or suggestions, please add them to the comments box. Be brave and comment, it doesn't cost anything. I have added some notes to the description below, so take a look there for more background information. Thanks for watching and bye for now.